Physical media is very important, kids. One day, maybe the cloud ain't there. How are you going to watch Dogma?
Being able to hold it in your hand and see the artwork and the posters and have the names, it's it's a real thing.
It's such a sadness that you think you've seen a film on your fucking telephone. Get real.
And here to discuss all things physical, it's Mr. Jarret Gahan.
Hey, mate.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. I'm still reeling from the news of Viavision's imprint release of Halloween 1 to 4, Jack-o'-lantern steelbook thing. It's amazing. It's nothing short of amazing.
Was it 1 to 4 or 1 to 5?
artwork.
I thought it was 1 to 5.
It's 1 to 5. Yeah, 1 to 5.
Yeah.
Sorry. So if
Yeah.
I said for 1 to 5, 13 discs. I mean, the first Halloween's across 4 discs, the 4K and 3 Blu-rays. It's the most comprehensive amount of special feature content. This is like the definitive release. Like, it's got every documentary under the sun. It's just something. And I mean, I know it's expensive, but it is limited to 1,000 units. It is a lot of discs. It's got these beautiful steelbooks, got the original key art. I mean, the more I think about it, the more I've talked myself into it.
With no titles on that artwork.
Yeah, nice
and clean.
And let's face it, it's the real timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Well, I did joke that if this one sells, then maybe they can do a box set with 6, 7, 8, and the 3 Halloween films.
Had we known, we had Danielle Harris on the show, we could have done a fantastic conversation. We probably still could, but it's too late for them.
Yeah.
They could have had it on the Viavision release.
Although she is all over that already. I think I did a bit of research on the box sets and she's all over. Like, she's the one on everything that she's in. She's there.
Let's face it, she's an easy get.
Yeah.
If we can get her, anybody can.
Hey, but you had Peter Manoogian the other day, so that would have been tricky.
God, that's
fun. Fantastic. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm glad that he's come out of the woodwork. I haven't had a chance to watch Enemy Territory, but I did pick that up recently. I'm so excited.
Good stuff.
I can't wait
Yeah,
to read it.
He was a Facebook find.
He was, and he could have just gone on and on in that chat. Like, we could have just gone for like an hour and a half easily.
I tell you what, though, like, if you're not a big fan of Trump, I'll say that the one good thing about Trump is that a lot of people who've been dormant on the internet have jumped on the internet to complain about him, and now you can contact them again.
They've come out of the woodwork. Yeah,
it's been great.
It's Manoogian.
Yeah,
yeah, totally. Wow.
All righty, mate. So
anyway,
what is coming out?
Well, that's it. Like, I just had to take a moment to discuss the Halloween release. It's phenomenal. Like, I've got to actually seriously weigh it up whether I need it in my life, and I feel like I do because it's limited to 1,000 units. Got a feeling that one's going to sell out because Halloween fans are diehard fans, and they've been known to rebuy that film.
It's a real baby friendly.
It's a
baby friendly release too. They're going to see that pumpkin and go, "Oh, playtime!"
It's a hand painted, flickering LED jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
It was reading it just sounded like you were reading some sort of, I don't know, sensual sort of like Mills and Boon kind of thing. I was just being romanced with each paragraph.
It'll look like, if you turn the lights off, like the opening credit sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
If it melts.
Yeah.
We'll move on to the releases. Now, what I thought I'd do is I'd actually break it up a bit. So I'd talk about new releases as in new films that are coming out on the physical format. Then I'll talk about all the classics that are coming out on Blu-ray or 4K. So needless to say, the list of new films that are coming out is relatively short because I've pretty much, if it's not getting a release on 4K, it's probably not worth talking about.
Fair enough.
And in some instances, if it's getting a release on 4K, it's still not worth talking about. Where's Anderson? Anyway, first up, I wanted to mention Karate Kid Legends coming out on 4K Blu-ray and DVD. Sony's doing their usual trick with this one where they're keeping the Atmos track exclusively for the 4K. Every other distributor seems cool with putting it on the Blu-ray and 4K, and Sony like, no, we're keeping that little thing just for the 4K. I hadn't had a chance to see this one yet. I was curious if either of you guys or both of you guys.
I've been waiting for this release. I want to pick it up on 4K too. But
I have seen it.
Yeah,
I've seen the film. It is pretty good.
And it was pretty good, yeah?
I've heard that it's by the numbers. It's what you would expect, but good.
Yeah, it certainly, doesn't break any molds or anything like that, but it is good to watch it. And then when you watch the Long Walk, the Karate Kid is in it, which is great.
He is. And he's like a bit of a highlight.
And he's a bit of a highlight, yeah.
Right. And does it have a cheeky cameo from Hilary Swank in it at all?
No.
Are they looking across all the universes? No?
Unfortunately, no.
They struggled to get her
Oh,
back for
damn.
Cobra Kai.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, I guess. It's an odd duck.
But she will be in the multi-pack. She will be in the multi-pack.
Oh, of course, of course. Although to date, it's the only one in the series that hasn't made it to 4K, I think.
I'm looking forward to the imprint, 12 disc complete Karate Kid universe release.
What's it going to come in, like a Cobra, or is it going to come in something?
It'll be
Mr. Miyagi, it could be like a bonsai tree.
No, it'll come in the unbreakable log that falls on his old friend from Karate Kid 2.
That's right.
And you have to, the only way you can get the discs out if you have to crack it.
No, it'll be deep fake Miyagi. Deep fake Miyagi.
Every time you open it, it's like one of those birthday cards, and it's like Peter Cetera's "Glory of Love" plays. I'm in. I'll be there just opening.
Or one of those little drums.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, you've sold me on that one too.
So many things
I'll
it could
start
be.
saving now.
There'll be multiple SKUs.
I mean, that'd be great if it was in that little paddle.
Yeah, get one of those.
Yeah, that'd be great.
My parents came home from holiday one time and bought me one of those back, and I was like, the greatest thing on earth. I thought I was the Karate Kid.
Next up, Ballerina, coming out in 4K Blu-ray and DVD. Roadshow doing it well and putting the Atmos track on the 4K and the Blu-ray. Now, of course, this one on the poster, on the artwork, the home end artwork, you've got John Wick on there, and it has directly above Ballerina in the title. It's from the world of John Wick. But that
is the title, though.
So that is the full title, is it?
That's the full title.
I was wondering whether this was a live, die, repeat, Edge of Tomorrow scenario.
That's the title. From the world of John Wick, Ballerina.
Because my father-in-law caught up with it on streaming, and he said to me, "Oh, have you watched Ballerina?" And I said, "No, look, I haven't even watched the last John Wick yet, John Wick 4. I've bought it, but I haven't got around to watching it." And he said, "Well, this one's a lot like John Wick." And I said, "Yeah, well, that makes sense,
And
it's from the John Wick universe.
John Wick is in it for at least half the film.
That's what I was going to say, because he's on the artwork for the physical release. So I'm assuming he's in the film.
And it's not just
but
a
he
cameo.
Was like blown away. He goes, he's like, "Hang on, it's what? It's part of John Wick." And I'm like, how much of this film did he watch? Did he watch the right film?
It is not just a cameo. He's in it.
He's in the half of it. Okay. As is Daniel Burkhart, the star of Deathstalker, which will be at Monsterfest.
Yeah, that's right.
In Melbourne this year.
Yes, that's right. Melbourne, yes. Melbourne.
May I say, I really enjoyed Ballerina. It's my favorite of the John Wick films outside of the original.
Wow, okay. No, well, I'll definitely watch it, but I had to watch John Wick 4. But do you think I need to watch the TV series?
You fell asleep. You fell asleep. The Continental.
The 3-part TV series? Do I need to watch that?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I haven't liked any of them since the first one, and even that's a fucking...
But this one does have an amazing flamethrower fight that's almost like a sword fight with flamethrowers, so he slept through that, and he woke up and said, "Did you see that?" He's like, "No." I
saw the beginning of it, and then I went to sleep, and I saw the end of it.
And it
went for so long. It's like watching Transformers.
Oh, God, help me. Yeah, I've had some good sleeps through those ones. So moving on, the next one I'm going to mention was the Phoenician Scheme, which is, of course, the new Wes Anderson, which is the first Wes Anderson film to get a 4K.
Terrible.
Why?
It's possibly the worst film of the year. I hated it.
Yeah, look, I haven't seen it, and I don't think I'll watch it because I gave up on Wes Anderson a long time ago, and I was a big fan back in the day, but I don't think the guy's capable of making another film that's any good. He should just stop.
He's the only filmmaker that I would say I could persistently walk out on a new film. Get 20 minutes in. If I'm not sold within 20 minutes, I'm out. I won't even bother.
You're happy to walk out because you know what you're in for by that point in time. Yeah, he'd have to look, unless he got back with Owen Wilson, they started writing together, then I think I'd be genuinely interested.
Well, that's right, because I loved him in the early days. Really did.
What he needs to do is fail so much that he just... then he just works with producers who just say no.
Or just go back to...
he's forced to go back to the well, and he's like, "Oh, we think it'd be interesting for you to do Rushmore too." And I'm like, I think actually it would be interesting for you to do Rushmore.
But also, you only get $3 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, exactly.
Darjeeling Limited meets Life Aquatic with Zizou. Like the train gets to the sea, the ship comes up, and the three brothers get on the ship and go on adventures with Zizou. Yeah.
Yeah, see, look, and they're probably the last two I like, so I'm happy for a crossover with those. So yeah, moving on, Locked coming out on Blu-ray and DVD, no 4K. I don't think this one's even had an announcement for physical release in the States. I could be wrong. This was a weird one.
I enjoyed it. I
trailered really well. Like I loved the trailer, but then I felt once we got into the film, it got cheap. You know, it was good at times, but then it kind of cheapened out, particularly in the finale.
I kind of agree. I enjoyed it though. Like I felt like Anthony Hopkins was channeling Hannibal Lecter in this. Like it was a real sort of throwback performance.
It was a very dark sort of character.
I got to
role.
interview the director for work, not for the podcast, but just for the day job. And going into the backstory and the production history of that there's more fascinating aspects to the production than there is the film itself.
Sometimes the making of is better than the film.
Like the car itself, like obviously it was retrofit around a Land Rover or whatever, like to be its own thing. But they had 5 different cars. One of them is in 6 bits that they could pull apart to shoot in, and it's just fascinating stuff.
Clever, yeah. Because I did quickly jump on after having seen it to do a bit of reading about it. It did sound like a fascinating. Like there was a lot of different writers at different points in time, different producers, different. It sounded like it's a really interesting production story. So hopefully. Overseas, when it gets a release, they might do a special edition.
I might encourage people to look into the production first and then watch the film. It might give you a different appreciation while you watch it.
Yeah. Look, I didn't hate it. I did enjoy it, but it very much felt like a non-theatrical feature to me. It's sort of like a Netflix or Amazon movie.
I agree, and I haven't seen the original, like that is a remake.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's what I read too, because I did say that to Danny. I go, I feel like this could have been a remake, and possibly the other film might be the better movie.
Well, it felt when I read the synopsis, I was like, this sounds exactly like
the Liam Neeson one.
No, Glass Coffin.
Glass Coffin.
Yeah,
that we released.
Yeah, very similar. Very similar. Yep.
Just not as rapey.
It did remind me of Retribution. Was that the Liam Neeson one where he's forced to do all the things in the car? And that was a remake as well.
I mentioned,
wasn't it like there's been about 3 versions of that as well? That was
directed by Nimrod Antel.
I think when you go back far enough, it's actually a Brewster's Millions movie. And they just it's just been perverted.
Anyhow, yes, it's very similar.
The last new release movie I'll mention is A Working Man. The Jason Statham one's coming out 4K Blu-ray and DVD. And it has Atmos on the 4K and Blu-ray. I haven't got around to watching. I know it's been on Amazon because I think it was in the cinemas for 2 weeks. And it was on Amazon 2 weeks later.
I'm looking forward to a revisit because I wasn't that sold on it. I enjoyed it, but
I was going to say you can watch that that opening credit sequence in peace.
Was there someone there doing?
He didn't like it when it was on. I leaned over and it was like, "Oh, this is a bit shit." And he was like, "Hey, I'm trying to watch this. I'm trying to get into it."
It's a creative. It's one of those creative intros, and like,
okay, good. Like, I was hoping it was just going to be white Times New Roman on a black title card, and you're like, hey, you're ruining vital plot points. Yeah. No, that's beautiful. Okay, so then moving on to films that are coming out on 4K and Blu-ray for the first time, locally at least. September 3rd, Viavision's releasing Rain Man on 4K and Blu-ray, and this one's been, I don't know, this was kind of a minimal effort one. It's pretty much a port of what you've seen in the US. MVD put out the 4K a couple of years ago. I picked it up. I think maybe they've got a lenticular cover or something of that nature, but there's nothing new content-wise, and it is kind of expensive comparatively with what could be bought overseas. So I can't really give it too enthusiastic thumbs up, but I can give...
Yeah. Okay, I was going to say, I guess with releases like this, they're just counting on the people that have not already got a copy.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why I don't think it needs, a fancy 3D lenticular cover or anything. I think you could just bang this in something really small and, and sell it for like $30.
Don't you reckon that's the reason it should have a lenticular cover? Because these people don't own it yet.
A point of difference?
They have a good, something.
I mean, look, if there's any film out there that needs a 3D lenticular cover, it's Rain Man.
It's Rain Man. It's Rain Man.
I mean, you'd think if Viavision did new artwork, they could have done a 3D, flight board. And it's just the Qantas.
Yes,
totally. Or could have been the escalator. They're coming down the escalator.
Coming down, yeah.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, no, I was going to say Gift with purchased a pair of underwear from Kmart.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good.
I think they should do one that has like a little button that you push that makes a sound, and it's Tom Cruise and Valerie Golina having sex, and then dust it off and going, like, like joining in the mode.
You know how sometimes you get like bottle openers and shit inside? You could get like Tom Cruise's middle tooth on a necklace or something
that you can put in your own mouth, and you get a middle tooth.
Actually, that would have been a great lenticular cover. You move it, and the tooth just stays in the one spot. Like
we've just
whole head moves around.
Come up with a gimmick for the next Tom Cruise release that you're involved with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'd be great.
100%. Anyway, that one's coming out. But one I am excited about that Viavision's releasing, and they're actually gone to a lot of effort with this one's Point Break. They're putting out in 4K now.
This is the remake,
US
right?
Release, no, God, no. Nobody needs that 2015 remake. I thought we'd forgotten it even existed. I thought we were just like,
Surprise, it's a bonus disc.
yeah, exactly.
I've brought it into the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
It will happen.
Oh my God.
No, but the good thing about this release is the Shout Factory and the Icon release basically just ported all the legacy special features that were done for a special edition DVD in 2006. This one's got all of those, plus it's got like 4 new interview featurettes, including one with Laurie Petty, which is pretty cool because I didn't think she'd be an easy get. Ben would know.
No, you just have to run
worked
into
on
it
a
at an
Tank Girl
airport and-
release.
Yeah, no, she's actually surprisingly approachable, Laurie Petty.
Well, I've
Okay.
seen those
She
videos
just-
at TikTok on at
Yeah.
the airport. You just walk up to her.
Yeah,
She'll
have a
throw
chat.
something at you.
She just she wasn't willing to participate in any extras during the writer's strike.
Oh,
the actor
yeah,
strike.
okay, no, fair
She
enough.
felt
'cause it
that was
solidarity.
that was
Yeah, of
work, so
course.
she wouldn't do
Well,
it.
when was the last time she acted?
Yeah, I couldn't
I mean,
answer that question.
she was in the Orange is the New Black, but I don't know what she'd done since then. I think she was in Orange is the New Black.
That's
Maybe
right,
I'm
it was just
confusing
a-
with another actress. I can't.
It was just a joke. that
I'm
Mr.
pretty
Mark-
sure
It
she
was
moved
the,
on. Yeah, no, 100%.
Wasn't she in the very late A League of Their Own sequel?
Oh, maybe
A League of her own.
League of Their.
I can't. I really
Was that
screwed
the
Get the
remake?
right
I also-
pronoun. Get the right pronoun.
That's
Ben.
also
It wasn't a
a,
legacy sequel, was it? It was a remake, I think.
Was it? Oh
not?
no, there's a TV series, but I don't think she was. It was.
Oh,
It was
a TV
also.
series, yeah.
It was a. I wanted to join Glenn in making a joke that didn't land, and because I fucked up, I couldn't think of a pun fast enough with the title.
Solidarity,
You
my
did.
friend. In it
You
together.
guys did really, really well with that one.
Yeah.
I applaud you. But so the Point Break release, great. There's even a film historian commentary, so it's a really comprehensive release. And look, I own the US one, but I'm probably going to double dip at some point on that one. I feel, and it does have a 3D lenticular cover, but this one's pretty wild. It looks cool. There's the waves crashing on the rocks of the shore, and it looks rad.
They should have a commentary from Peter Phelps, and it's silent all the way to the last 2 minutes, and then you get a 20-second commentary.
Yeah.
That's my American accent. This you probably wouldn't guess it, but this was actually shot in America, pretending it was Australia.
This
The
got me the
drugstore
Baywatch
sign in the
pilot.
background is not a giveaway. Why am I doing an American accent? Maybe he's, I'm channeling his American accent from the film. Also, there's coming out from Viavision. This one's just on Blu-ray through the imprint line. 2 of the Hitchcock remakes from the late 70s, the 39 Steps and The Lady Vanishes. They're releasing that in a 2-disc sort of hard box set. Looks pretty interesting.
It looks pretty good. They're also releasing the original Lady Vanishes in the, I think,
that
and
outrageous box set.
in the
yeah.
in the
Is it the Hitchcock 9 or something it's called? Or something like that?
it's that, or is it the Pressburger Pal? No, you're right. It is in the Hitchcock, one of the Hitchcock box sets, and they've also
Yeah.
got Hannah, which was the TV series that's kind of based on the same character that's playing him in the 39 Steps remake in that version, and they did that spin-off TV series. So they've got that. They've got like everything, everything.
It's
am
amazing.
I mistaken? Didn't the 39 Steps, the original Hitchcock one, have a sequel directed by somebody else? Was that? There's one. I think that might be it.
There is
40
definitely-
steps, is it? Or
No, well, it's because it's based on. I can't
It's the
remember.
footpath at the top.
I can't remember the name of the guy who wrote it.
We
But
call it
it was a
Sidewalk
series
here,
of
mate.
books. Yeah, so they could very much the Green,
Yeah.
not the Green Man, but something like that is
Yeah.
the second book.
that's the name of the pub on the corner of Elgin and Lygon Street there. It's
It
near
certainly
Cinema
is.
Nova.
I think
Green Man.
I had a picture of beer there.
Describes everybody
Got
spilling out
incredibly
at 3 in the
drunk.
morning.
Exactly. Exactly. Also coming out on 4K for the first time anywhere globally is Black Sheep. Now, this is the New Zealand comedy horror, not the Chris Farrelly, David Spade comedy classic, which I already own on 4K. I caved and bought that. And I paid way too much because
I was
then a
gonna
month later it was discounted quite heavily, and I was very sad about it because mine's still in plastic and probably going to be plastic for about a year.
Would
But
you
anyway.
will you be making a purchase of this Black Sheep?
Look, I've never been a fan of this film. I would definitely rewatch it because maybe
Yeah.
having seen it 15 years ago
It's
or
the only
whenever it was
cover
it
I've
came
seen
out.
that you could probably take to bed and hump.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, there's the deluxe edition is
Yeah.
wrapped in the faux sheepskin wool or whatever. Yeah.
That didn't
I
stop
did
me with
see
Piranha 3 Double D.
So scaly.
Yeah.
So Black Sheep. There's on the topic of New Zealand, they've actually got their first Kiwi cult
Yes.
volume 1 box set coming out, which is good. And like Glenn, you'd be excited about this one surely because it's got a few titles. That Irrefutable Truth About Demons, which I think is a bit of a one of your sort of
I bring it
fave
up a
ones,
fair
yeah?
bit. I saw it many years ago, and
I feel like you're the only person
Yeah.
I know that.
I mean,
ever
it's no
talks about
Muriel's
that
wedding,
film.
but he does bring it up a bit.
I was always so frustrated that the DVD release removed the word irrefutable. It was always
Yes,
the
that's
truth
right.
about demons. I'm like,
Yes.
no, I've seen this before. It's the irrefutable
Yes.
truth. But yeah, it's an
100%,
okay film, but
100%.
it gave us Carl Urban, like it was the start
Yeah.
of his career. And I
And
can't,
Under the Volcano's in this set as well, which I think you're the only one that Under the Mountain. Sorry, not Under the Volcano.
which I think is the same director, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it is. Is
Yeah.
it? Is this the same? Is it the same director though that also did Black Sheep as well? Or?
No, I think it's a different.
No,
director.
just
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's very confusing.
It
But
is.
the other title in there is Perfect Creature, which is the only one of the three I've never seen. So,
But also, a lot of people
Curious
don't
to
know
check
that
that
Under
out.
the Mountain is a really, really massive deal in New Zealand. Outside of the film, it's a mini series from the 80s, a kids' TV series. It was a book that's really popular in schools, and we just never got it in Australia. So when it came out here, it just didn't track because no one knew what the fuck it
No.
was.
yeah, totally. Yeah, it went straight over our heads or straight to DVD or video, as it were. But yeah, that one's coming out. That's a nice 3-disc set.
Very cool.
Kiwi Cult Volume 1. So I don't know what we can expect from Volume 2. I'm trying to think of. Well, maybe
The Deadlands or
Offs-
something like that.
was the Offspring that was the New Zealand one
Oh,
you
the
liked,
Ugly.
wasn't
Do
it?
you remember the Ugly?
The ugly. That's it. The ugly.
Yeah.
I mean,
hope
that
they-
could be perfect candidate for it. Jack Be Nimble with Alexis Arquette.
Bridge
that
to
could be-
Nowhere.
Do they have
Oh
to
my
be
god,
horror?
that
Did
would
you
be
get
a
Would be
dream if that
huge.
came
You know I
out.
love the grass cover.
And what Desperate Remedies? I'd love to see that. These are ones that I
Oh.
pointed out to them at the time with
And the
Remo
locals.
Tijuana and
don't
The
forget,
locals would be good
don't
too
forget
as
Peter
well.
Jackson's.
well, yeah, they got
Yeah.
those. I don't know who's. I'm sure
Well-
there's a bidding war for those at the moment.
Well, yeah, because now they've done and they played one of the 4K restorations. I think they played the 4K restoration of Braindead maybe
He just-
somewhere at some
he just needs
festival
to
or
stop
whatnot.
playing with the Beatles and give us some.
Yeah,
I
these
know. Just
early
leave
films.
the Beatles alone. Get these things released, and don't be doing any of that tomfoolery that you did with the Beatles stuff, where you've given it a bit too much of the old AI. I don't
I-
care for that.
I watched Brain Dead about a month ago with Mel on the couch, and it is as gnarly now as it was then. Like it.
well, Jarrett and I did a tour of the locations in.
We did. We watched it. Funnily enough, and then the next
and
day
then-
we went and
and
do it.
then
Though.
went. Yeah,
I'm just talking
Yeah.
about in gore, in sense of gore. Like
Yeah.
nothing has topped it. Like
Yeah.
it is still as gory as
It's
it
just-
gets.
Amazing, ridiculous, and amazing. Yeah, it plays so well. I can't wait for those films to
I
get
still-
released, and particularly Meet the Feebles, because I feel like Meet the Feebles
Yeah.
has never had a great release ever. Like
No.
at least Brain Dead and Bad Taste have had reasonable releases over time. Meet the Feebles always feel like it had dodgy releases.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like backdoor releases, JBL Entertainment or something like that. Entertain
yeah.
those kind of releases. Also from Umbrella Cipher. Is this Vincent Natali as well?
Yeah,
You're-
yeah.
you're-
I was
yeah,
all into him back in the day.
I think Cypher. Cypher. I can't really recall who's in Cypher.
Oh, Jeremy Northam.
Is it Lucy Liu and
Yeah.
someone else?
Is it Jerry Northam? Jeremy Northam, is that his name?
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not seen this film since, well, probably when it first came out on DVD.
He was a great
I've been
filmmaker,
curious
and he
to
just
check
sort of he dropped off and started doing television, and his film career never sort of bounced back.
It's so much easier, and you get paid so
He
much
did-
better.
he- like Splice was
Yeah,
the last
true.
big one he did, I think. Maybe that
Course,
Terry
yeah.
Gilliam documentary about Tideland. He directed that.
And
Yeah, back in the day he did Cube. Nothing
Yeah.
was an amazing film that needs a re-release.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, because his name was popping up on so much. There was an actual
Steve-
TV series that was phenomenal. He directed quite a few episodes of that Netflix only gave one season to. It was like Archive 84, I think it
Yeah.
was. And it was just perfectly suited to his sensibilities.
Tell a lie. I think he did that in The Tall Grass, that Stephen King one.
Oh, Ben and I, did we not? I feel like we saw that at a film festival.
At Fantastic Fest,
maybe at
you and
Fantastic
Michael went
Fest.
to see it. I don't know if
Yeah.
I saw the other one, the one with
1927 or
yeah,
something like
whatever
that?
it is, with Thomas
like that.
Jane and
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it was Thomas
In
Jane.
The Tall Grass is a great double feature with Lawnmower Man.
Yeah, right.
Just
Yeah.
Did you say Lawnmower Man?
I'm quick.
2,
I'm quick.
Job's
I'm
War,
picking
aka
up what you're
Cyber
laying
War?
down. 10 minutes too late. To really react.
Well, originally it was Stephen King's Lawnmower Man, so it's much funnier that way, but he had his name removed
Yes.
from it, so therefore it's no longer applicable. Another joke hits the pavement. Sorry, sidewalk.
It's Friday. It's Monday.
Cypher.
Yeah.
Cypher. Last one I'll mention is that Lethal Weapon standard editions actually come out now, so you can buy it at an affordable price with as close to the original theatrical artwork as you're going to get. So needless to say, I will be adding it to the collection. I managed to avoid picking up that steelbook, although I was very tempted. But I knew what would happen. I'd buy it. I was never going to be happy with that steelbook. It'd sit here wrapped in plastic because I'm not going to get to watch anytime soon.
Well, keep
and then
it
I
wrapped
watched
in
this other one
plastic,
come out. And,
like the woman that falls in the pool, wrapped in plastic.
Yeah.
Wrapped in
Going
plastic.
Going for three.
It's the hat trick. Another new to, all of these ones I'm mentioning are new to 4K. What am I doing? September 17th, Paramount's releasing through AID Sunset Boulevard. And this is one of the good releases that AID is doing because they're directly porting the US release. You're getting the 4K and you're getting the Blu-ray. There is an abundance of special feature content on this one. And this one's definitely going to be a upgrade for me for sure. I love this film.
It's a great film.
Yeah, very dark, great film to watch. Actually makes for a really good double with I was going to say Pretty Baby, not Pretty Baby. What's the one?
All
with,
About Eve.
Louis Miles' Pretty Baby. I don't know if that makes a good double with anything.
No, yeah, true. No, what's the No Wire Hangers? What's the name of that?
Whatever happened to Baby
No.
Jane?
No, but that's the
What's the other one?
It's her story. God.
Yeah.
Oh,
My brain doesn't work the way it used to.
Yeah, I've forgotten.
I told you, no wire hangers.
Wire hangers.
It's not Mummy
I
Dearest.
feel like it's
Mummy Dearest?
Mummy Dearest. There you go. I knew
Yeah.
it was in somewhere in that section, which is M to P on Blu-ray. That's exactly it, Mummy Dearest. Anyway, Sunset Boulevard makes for a great double with that.
Or Singing in the Rain.
Oh, well, there you go. Singing in the Rain.
Well, they're both about the same thing, really. So anyway.
I'm just,
Yeah. Oh,
just for
there
the
you
people
go.
watching
Yeah.
the video.
Yeah.
If you've seen Singing in the Rain, you'll know what I'm doing.
And if you're listening,
Then
watch the video.
Watch the video.
The last one I want to mention, September 24th. Now, this one is worthy of this is one I'm wrestling with wanting to get. And I don't even really love the film, but I just love the look of this upcoming release. Via Vision's imprint release of Michael Mann's The Keep. And this thing is amazing. This thing weighs 3 kilo. 3 kilo. It's got a lot of paraphernalia and bundled in with it, but it's got a lot
Comes
of
with a
special
key.
feature content. It does come with a key.
Does he
including
do
that feature-length documentary that's been in the works for years,
Well,
and that's going to be in this
Does he
set.
do a commentary like Michael Mann? Because when I mentioned this movie to him when I interviewed
No.
him, he wanted nothing to do with the movie. He's like,
No,
nah,
he
get
still he has nothing. He will have nothing to do with,
What a grumpy
with
old
this film
bastard.
whatsoever.
But this,
Yeah.
that on that doco, it does appear
Have
a
you watched
version
this
of it.
doco? Have you?
I haven't seen it, but I was
Oh, yeah.
talking to the guys at Imprint, and
Yeah.
a version of this doco is on the Vinegar Syndrome version, but they rushed it out, and the filmmakers told them it wasn't ready, and they didn't
Yeah.
give a shit.
Yeah. They just
so
wanted
the-
to rush it.
The Imprint one is superior to the Vinegar
Yeah.
Syndrome
So they had
one in
time
every
to-
way.
had time to finish it off.
This,
So
I
the
mean,
Vinegar
it's a
Syndrome
ridiculous
release-
edition.
Yeah, you can see
Yeah,
why Vinegar
I'm
Syndrome.
glad I sold that one off when the going was good.
Good. Yeah, you can see. I mean,
Yes.
look, I've still got the Vinegar Syndrome because I don't sell things because I'm a piece of shit. But I'll just have both. Like, I'm going to
Yeah.
keep my Halloween lenticulars, Halloween 2 and 3 lenticulars, and
Yeah.
stick it next to my pumpkin.
Yeah,
Be
totally.
like, yeah.
But this keep is
Yeah.
it's like the Never Ending Story one, isn't it? It's giant. Like it's a huge.
It is. It
Yeah,
is.
thing.
It
Yeah.
is a giant,
The-
oversized.
It's the
sort
enemy of your
piece.
DVD shelf.
Yeah, it is. It totally
Yeah.
is. It
It's
totally is.
going sideways
That said,
and overhang.
I feel like it's almost a must own. And like I said, I don't love the film, but I just love the care and attention that's not only gone into the physical release, like the actual packaging and all the paraphernalia that comes with it, but all the content on there as well, because it's got everything the Vinegar Syndrome one does. Plus, it's got so much more content. This is about as definitive a release as you're going to get ever of the Keep. I think, I think any other label would be frightened when they saw this and they're like, nah, just don't even bother.
Yeah, this is the end
Yeah.
of the line for the keep.
Yeah. So, I mean, and that's the
Just
amazing
cross
thing.
it off the list after this.
It took so long to get this thing even on DVD, and Via Vision were the first ones in the world to get it to DVD. Then it took eons to get it from then to a
To
high def
HD,
format, and
yeah.
it's gone straight to 4K.
And they were
so-
the ones that got him on board to do all the junkets for Last of the Mohicans when they released that. Like, and yet
Yes.
I would have think this is the movie that really he should get behind and fucking.
Oh,
look
he's
back in his
completely
early
dis-
years and
I don't know.
Yeah,
some
he's
people are
disowned it
just-
because he wasn't happy because the studio, really, walked all over him. And there is the supposed other cut, but I believe all those elements are either long lost or they're buried so deep in Paramount's
shift,
vaults,
though.
and
it's like
he doesn't want to do anything with it, and Paramount don't want to do
it's
anything.
like, do you
with it,
remember?
so no one's-
Was it Oliver Stone refused to put Talk Radio into that big Oliver Stone box set? So it had every film he'd ever made except for that one because he didn't write it. He didn't originate the script. Like, what a
And yet,
pretentious-
it's the one, thanks to Triple R, whose dialogue is most in my head. Pornography and
Yeah.
slasher films. Pornography and slash. Ernest Bogosian
There it
lives
is.
lives rent free in my brain because of Talk Radio, not because of fucking Platoon or any other Oliver Stone film.
Michael Wincott's great. Anyway, sorry, you were the guy
Incredible
that
film.
invented the Rewind and Digress podcast. We've certainly done a lot of digression.
Oh, have we not?
Yeah.
Have
I
we
promised
not? All right,
before we
gentlemen.
came on. I promised I wouldn't say anything. Too. I was like, I'll keep quiet. We'll get through it.
I'm going to keep it lean and mean.
I
And
said,
I'm going to stay silent.
I think Jarrett's on a tight deadline here. We better get through this. And Ben's like, right, I won't say anything.
Blew it.
All right. So the very last thing before I leave,
He's
I
the one that
wanted
keeps
to,
talking.
I just want to talk about this one briefly. I told you guys I'd get it, and I did.
I watched it the other night.
It's a masterpiece.
It is.
It's
beautiful.
a masterpiece.
Breaks my heart
Beautiful
every time.
release too. Absolute beautiful. I've held on to the Criterion release just because it's got some different content,
Mhm.
but the transfer on this 4K release is different from the Criterion. The Criterion has a slightly different color grade to it, which it never really sat right with me. Whereas this looks magnificent, like in 4K and Dolby
Yeah.
Vision, looks pristine. But in terms of like the special feature content, yeah, it's got all the archival MGM stuff. Doesn't port the stuff from the Criterion release, but the most important thing is it's got this feature-length doco on it.
Haha,
which
have you given it
I
a
had
shot
not
yet?
seen because it played Myth. Yeah, fantastic doco.
You reckon? I
Nah,
hated it.
I really liked it. You really?
Yeah.
I
It was
really
so
liked
much shit
it.
in there that didn't need to be there. Like they spent
Oh, I
5
liked
minutes
it.
of just fucking scenery in between talking heads and shit. Like, yeah. Just,
I liked it. I thought it was quite artistic.
the
I thought
opening
it
was
really
great.
well put
with
together.
John Voight's little pre-credit story. That was great.
And then this bad boy, the other disc that's in the set with the 4K and the Blu-ray, and there's a couple of new features on there. There's like a Q&A from Santa Barbara Film Festival in 1998. Really interesting Q&A. But then there's also kind of an off-the-cuff interview in the foyer with John Schlesinger as well, talking about like his career, particularly about the films that he made in the UK prior to coming to the US and doing Midnight Cowboy, because that was his
Like
first American
Darling.
film. Like Darling and Through the Maddening Crowd and that. But yeah, it talks about Darling. So
Yeah.
but yeah, really solid release. I was so happy. Like, but I will hold on to the Criterion because, like The Graduate, I've kind of got to have
Everything.
Yeah.
I want it all.
classic Dustin Hoffman movies with all the features.
Can I say
I'm
my
looking forward to when they're going to do Papillon. I love that
yeah,
film.
100%.
When
My
are
wife,
they going to do a good edition? Like every time that comes out, it's so void of extras. It's so overdue for a proper edition. Maybe when they do the 4K eventually, it's going to be in one of those, surely in those Columbia box sets that they do, the Columbia Classics.
Oh, well, there
or
you go. That's
something.
why it's Sony, so they're a bit touchy
They're
with the
holding out
extras.
to do. Yeah, exactly.
Never mind, the moment's gone. Keep going.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's my recommendation. It's definitely worth the double dip. I mean, first place in the world to get it on 4K UHD here in Australia. So very excited about that one, gentlemen. Anyway, that's it for me for, I guess, this month. So
That was fairly loaded.
That was, it's a big month.
I tried to keep it lean and mean, but by keeping it lean and mean, I kept it lean in terms of the new films that were coming out on physical media because look, the older I get, the less I care about newer films. Occasionally I do go and see them or I catch up with them on streaming, but I'd say more often than not, I'm reminded they don't make them like they used to.
Yeah, we are turning into grumpy old men.
I was going to say, I remember
we certainly
15.
are.
I remember 15 years ago talking to Lee Gambon and be like, "I don't watch new films," and I'm like, "Really?"
Now you know why.
I know.
And now you're like,
I know.
I
I'm
agree
shocked.
with him.
He would be so happy to see us saying these things right now. But I tell you, there's nothing worse than walking out of a cinema going, "Fucking, I left the house for this. I could have stayed home and watched 2 films, maybe even rebuilt.
should have just
dude,
waited for
And I left the
streaming.
house for this.
Next month's going to be interesting. You'll have your work cut out with you with all the new stuff because it's huge.
October's huge, and I feel like they just keep loading it with more and more
Yeah.
titles. I don't know why. And the one I'm most excited about, sneak a bit of a spoiler alert, is that Nightmare on Elm Street set.
Yes.
I'm very excited about that one.
Just
So,
when I
yeah.
finally upgrade, they fucking going.
Did you only just get the Blu-ray of
maybe
Nightmare on Elm
maybe
Street?
2 years ago, but still.
Oh, okay,
like,
yeah, but no, that's right, because I think I've had it for about a decade.
Let's just
so,
say like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't watched them all yet. Like, on
Yeah.
the-
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, well, there you go. Just in time for the 4K
I've only got the
set.
number
And-
4 on Blu-ray. I'm like, I was looking forward to the rest, and now they're fucking doing a 4K.
Oh no, but that's a good thing because 5 is going to be presented uncut for the first time since home video.
Nice.
So you'll get the full uncut version. The Dream Child. Spoiler alert: it doesn't make the film any better though. Still the same fucking movie.
I reckon half the time.
Is
they
it
don't.
Stephen Hopkins that directed that?
Yep,
The guy
yep.
Predator 2, the Aussie.
Yep.
That directed it.
Yep.
Aussie or New Zealand? Was he Aussie or New
Aussie.
Zealand? I feel he's Aussie.
Yeah, we
yeah.
claim if he's from New Zealand, we claim him anyway.
Well, we need Dangerous Game on Blu-ray. Like, why hasn't that
Yeah.
happened? Like, that's a great film. But anyway, look, that's just ramblings from an old jaded bastard. Anyway, gentlemen, I'll leave you be, and until next time,
Stay physical.
The keys to going slow.
So, yeah.
Ease yourself into it.
Stay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
And when everyone's
speed
in,
that one up
finish.
in post.
Yeah.